change PJ. I want to dry my face. I want to use the restroom by myself. The little things, yeah, the little things are hard for me. Oh, I don't know why I am a teen. It's not so bad all the time. It's not so bad. My cute dog helps me out so we can go and la 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 la.
2AT is a narrative adventure game in which you play as a teenager whose arms are stuck to their side, leaving them in a permanent T pose. Initially, it might feel like a gameplay focused title where your character navigates through everyday situations while being stuck in a T pose, but this is actually a heavily narrative focused game. It's not too long, it took me around 5 hours to beat the game, and after the first hour, the focus shifted from the gameplay onto the story. And the story touches on some complex topics which might be enjoyed differently by people of different ages. So, in case you were going to write off this game, assuming it to be a childish or family friendly game, I would highly recommend that you take a closer look at this game. Sure, it is still a family friendly game, but it is also a lot more than that. This video shows footage from the first 2 episodes of the game, of which there are a total of 8, and you can choose to play this as a normal video game, or you can use the episodic structure to play this as an interactive TV show. Each episode starts with an opening title song, and at the end, you get a closing song. You can use these songs as an indicator of when you want to stop playing the game. Or you can just play the entire game in one stretch, in which case the songs might seem a bit too repetitive. However, I would advise not to skip these songs, even though there is an option to do so, because each episode adds slightly different visual changes to the songs. You start the game by customizing your name and appearance, as well as naming your dog, who is perhaps the most important part of your everyday life, as it helps you with everything from changing clothes to guiding you around the town like a good dog. The first episode is obviously the tutorial, so you learn how to do the everyday things while your arms are stuck out in a T pose. So, simple things like washing your face or eating breakfast can quickly become complicated. However, your mother has helped you out by giving you certain customized tools such as an extended toothbrush or a spoon, which help you navigate these challenges. You are also free to explore the town on your own, and the objectives do not start until you go up and interact with them. When the game starts, you learn that your character has just turned 13 and is not looking forward to go to school because they get constantly bullied. At the end of the day, however, your character discovers that they have the ability to fly. This is an important discovery because on day 2, this ability helps you save someone's life. Day 2 is when the story starts to pick up pace, and every episode after that starts adding more and more surprising twists to the story. Along the way, you participate in several mini games, which are a bit of a mixed bag. And the biggest problem is that once you get really invested in the story, all the mini games seem like unnecessary distractions. It is also here that you discover that a lot of the gameplay is actually optional in this game. I was able to finish the game without even discovering a couple of mini games, which I only saw later in the end credits. The story is very light-hearted for the most part and has a couple of emotional beats along the way that make you connect a bit more with the characters. But if there's one word that I have seen a lot of people use to describe the story, it is weird. Without spoiling too much of what happens after episode 2, there are a few twists which go a bit too far away from the original premise of playing as a kid with their arms stuck to the side. And the ending felt a bit rushed and incomplete. I was expecting the story to be tied up a bit more neatly, but instead the game chooses to end with a joke. So, on the whole, very mixed opinions about this game, but if you're on Xbox Game Pass, it's still a very easy recommendation because the game certainly tries to offer something new, and I'm always up for games which are willing to experiment. There's a demo available on Steam if you want to try it out first. You can find the store page link in the description. Thanks for watching.
Sagada.